Hello, I'm going to share with you a few basic themes of what I anticipate will be happening during the week that starts on Sunday, October 11. And of course, at any given time, there are many things going on around the world, but typically one or two basic ideas come to the foreground as well. So these are a few of the things that will be conspicuous during the coming week. First of all, on Sunday, October 11, there is this Sun, Jupiter, Neptune configuration, which is nearly exact, where Sun, Jupiter, and Neptune are in the same degree and almost the same exact minutes, very tight, on Sunday, October 11. And what I anticipate from this is a kind of optimism, a kind of innocent, almost childlike sense of possibility, of wonder, of hope. So there is a bit of innocence to this, a bit of fresh newness to it. And so the good part of this is that it lifts our spirits, but the negative side is it can be a little bit naive. Think of things as being a little bit easier than they are, but there is this sort of bouncy optimism and vision that happens on Sunday, October 11. You'll see that coming up in some of the main themes in the news and situations that arise in general. Now, that's one of the things. That's basically just for Sunday. Now, let me look at my notes here. On Monday and Tuesday, this T-square tightens up between Sun, Mars, Jupiter, and Pluto. So if I go into this time adjust feature and I go forward one day to October 12, we see these red lines getting very thick, and then also on October 13, so that would be Tuesday. So Monday and Tuesday, this configuration is very tight. The Sun, Mars, Jupiter, Pluto, it reaches its strongest effect. And what this means is that the optimism and vision that is happening on Sunday develops into this feeling of let's do something about it. Let's take action. Let's go forward. A feeling of impatience with things getting stuck. So you will see in any political discussions around the world, people complaining about why is this so slow? Let's get moving. There's a feeling and a mood that we can do things. We can move forward. Let's not get stuck in little details when it's possible to go forward. So one of the keys to succeeding in the early part of this week is to get up and go and don't get stuck on little details. Look at what the big vision is and act on it. This is the theme. This is what works well. Those people in politics, in major discussions, you'll even see it in your personal life, an emphasis on let's do it. Let's go forward. Let's not just hang out and wait and belabor things. Let's take action. This is the feeling in the early part of the week. Now there's another theme that develops in the middle of the week. And this is very interesting. This you only see using the techniques of vibrational astrology. When we go into what we call the 8 vibration chart here, and this is for the beginning of the week on Sunday, and as we move forward, let's go into this time adjust. We're going to see an interesting pattern develop between Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. You see these red lines, Neptune, Pluto, Uranus. They are already connected on Sunday, October 11. And as we move forward, they become clearer and clearer. Here we are on the 13th, which is Tuesday, and now they are bright red by Tuesday, meaning they are getting very strong. By Wednesday, it's very strong. So getting into the middle of the week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and on Thursday, the sun gets involved with this. So very, very tight on Thursday. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, the sun is involved. So it's lasting most of the middle of the week, a Uranus-Neptune-Pluto configuration. And sometimes an additional planet like the sun gets involved. What does it mean? Inspiration, vision. So this week, we're going to see a lot of emphasis on open receptivity, on awe and wonder. Some of the media things that will be happening, movies, documentaries, things that are happening, on television, radio, the internet, inspiration, wonder, awe, magic, and a sense of possibilities. People are more open and receptive to things like psychic abilities. Things like this are in the collective awareness at this time. It also means there's a loss of some critical analysis. So critical thinking goes down as inspiration goes up. Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, because sometimes people rely so much on their inspiration and vision without double checking and verifying and thinking about exactly how things work. So we're going to see some things that are a little bit delusional, people getting carried away with their visions and projecting them on other situations. But on the other hand, we're going to see an openness and a receptivity to wonder, magic, and possibilities beyond the more limited or materialistic perspective that can dominate. So it's a time of receptivity and openness throughout the middle of this week. It's a major theme caused by Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto in these higher vibration patterns. What happens is the slow-moving planets in these higher vibrations, these are semi-square, square, sesquiquadrats, and 8 vibration, means we're going all the way up to 64 vibration. The fast-moving planets go by so quickly in these high vibrations, they'll only last a few minutes or hours at most. But the slow planets come together, in this case, for several days, creating this effect. So it'll be interesting to see if we notice some evidence of it. It's a little bit difficult in world situations because there's so many different things going on around the world. But astrologers have this inclination to make forecasts either for different sun signs or general things. And I thought it would be nice to share some ideas from the point of view of vibrational astrology and apply it to this idea of forecasting, because we have so much data-driven and evidence-based support for vibrational astrology. I think it's nice to make this kind of information available to the general public of what it's telling us about in the global situation. The last thing I want to mention is that also around Wednesday, Thursday, the real emphasis, let me cancel out of this, go back to the natal chart and go forward to Wednesday. When you look at the Sun, Mars, Jupiter, Pluto, when you get to around Wednesday the 14th, the Sun, Mars, Pluto part of it is very, very exact. And so you can expect around Wednesday that frustration can build up. I mentioned already this desire to move forward, to not get stuck in the mud, not hold things up over little details if the basic concept is right. And that feeling can erupt around Wednesday. So it's time to get moving, take action, and do things. So those are some of the themes. You'll see them show up in large global things on large political scale, and they will repeat in a lot of personal experiences as well. So that's a vibrational astrology forecast for the week of October 11, 2020. Thank you very much for listening, my friends. God bless. Namaste.